Hey guys, welcome to week. You're on the Real DVD Watchers. On Wednesdays, it's me, Tom, and the movie that I've chosen to review today is a movie that I've been waiting for a while to see. I mean, it was in the theater, but I just never got around to seeing it, and I kind of feel bad for not seeing it because after seeing it, I really liked it. I mean, a lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people really don't like this movie, and I can understand why. But for me, it was really great to almost get back to a Hitchcockian movie. I mean, for me, Hitchcock will always be the master of suspense. But in the same hand, though, we needed someone to step up to the plate. And while Adam Green's Frozen is a great movie and trying to recapture that. If you haven't seen that movie yet, definitely check it out. I have reviewed it on this channel. Also, Scott has also reviewed it. Definitely check out our reviews. It's a great movie. But again, we needed something else to like get us back into that field, because there's a lot of good suspense movies out there, but just none of them really recapture that true essence of Hitchcock. And I honestly feel that this movie kind of does in a way. So, with that being said, the movie in question is Buried, starring Mr. Ryan Reynolds, and it is directed by Rodrigo Cortez. I don't know, hopefully. Basically what goes on in this one, it's about this guy named Paul, and he wakes up buried a couple feet underground, and he has no idea why he's there. He's in Iraq. He was a truck driver for this major company, and it's essentially him trying to figure out, what's going on, and his captors call him, like, we want $5 million. You're someone important, we want $5 million. Of course, he's like, I'm no one important, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. And over the course of the movie, we learn, like, a little bit more about why Paul is in there, and also we get to see how Paul's interactions with his family are, and just dealing with this fact of you're buried, there's nothing you can do about it, and what you have to do. I mean, he goes through all the motions in this movie, and I mean, it's so surreal in a way how it's done. I mean, granted, there's some kind of wonky-ish moments, but a lot of it is really surreal and really truly heartbreaking, because this guy is gonna die. You know it right from the first step. You're like, he's not gonna get saved. Not to say that he doesn't get saved, but you just know he's not gonna get saved. I mean, that might reveal the ending, but if you can't tell what's gonna happen at the beginning of the movie, that's kind of bad, because this movie is very predictable. But yet, I like it that way. I like the fact that we know Ryan Reynolds is going to die at the end of this movie. I mean, for me, the movie would have sucked horribly. You're like, oh, you're saved. Oh, thank God. No. For me, I'm not saying that I enjoy movies that end on like a down point, but for me, it made the most sense. And I really think it's really well crafted in the way how it's done, like how the movie's just all set up. Because, I mean, Ryan Reynolds, you're essentially alone in a box with Ryan Reynolds for 90 minutes. And what girl or gay man doesn't want that? Well, he's not high up on my list, but I don't know. But with that being said, I mean, a lot of it really relies on him and what he has to go through. And I mean, yeah, there's interactions, with the terrorists, his wife at one point, his mother. His mother is probably the most heartbreaking scene in the whole entire movie. His mother has Alzheimer's, clearly, and she cannot remember him for the life of her, and it's so sad and heartbreaking, because he's trying to say goodbye to her, and essentially she just can't. And it's absolutely sad to see him have to go through the motions of that. But with that being said, though, there's some moments, though, where you're like, Ryan Reynolds, you're desperately overacting. And you know what? And that might have been Rodrigo's directing style, with the way how he wanted it to be. I mean, and more power to him. Rodrigo, he made a movie, which is more than pretty much any of us can say. He actually made a theatrical movie. So for him, really, my only critique to him would maybe be to a little bit more intense study into characters and how to get those true moments, because sometimes it felt really forced, as if Ryan Reynolds was just getting really frustrated. I don't know. That's the way how it came off to me. But overall, like, this movie it's tight. I mean, it's not airtight like some other movies, but it's definitely tight. There's great moments. The writing in this is really good. I mean, there's truly heartbreaking moments. There's also some great humor in it. Like, Reynolds is trying to call, I think it's like his wife's sister or something like that. Just that whole playoff is great. And also, the dealings that Ryan Reynolds' character has to go through, you know, with his employer, the people who were trying to get him out of the hole from the FBI. I mean, there's these great moments, and the last line of dialogue is just great because it just ends after that, and I liked it. I really like this movie. Not as much as I like Frozen, but again, that's Frozen, and what are you gonna do? Because Frozen's fucking awesome. But case in point, Buried, good movie. I have to give it a rating out of 10. I definitely give it probably a 6.5 to a 7. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement, but yet again, I think a lot of it relied on the director and the writer, and it was written by Chris Sparling. I haven't really seen anything else that he's done. If anyone knows anything else that he's done, please let me know, so that way I can check out more of it. But yeah, definitely check it out though, because it's at least it's worth a watch. Even if you just like Ryan Reynolds, even if you're a stupid fangirl of Ryan Reynolds, check it out. Because hell, if anything else, you get your Ryan Reynolds on. So yeah, so that's the review for this week. Thanks to everyone who watches and subscribes as always. You guys rock, and I will catch you guys in a week's time. Later.